Alright, I'm gonna show you all how to get your PDP PlayStation Rift Master to work on Clone Hero. And it does work already, but it's missing Whammy and Tilt, and that made me really mad. So I made this thing where it like works, which is pretty cool. So I put a link in the description to the GitHub. You go into here, releases. You're gonna want to do this one, and you want to download whatever one you want, but the GUI one's the one I recommend, and you want to get the install dependencies. This will do the dependency installation for you. And before you run these, you're going to need to get Python. I recommend getting this one right here, 3.12, and yeah, you can see on here, I've got Python 3.12. You can click on it, it brings you right here. Come down here and download the Windows installer version of it, run through it. There'll be an option on there, ask you if you want to add it to path. Yes, add it to path. Once Python's installed, you can run. Where's he at? You go to here, and you're going to want to run these two. You're going to want to install dependencies first, though. So you run install dependencies. It installs your dependencies, and then you run the GUI script. And you see it says connected because my controller would happen to be connected to my computer. But before we get into that, you want to get VDroid. You need VDroid before you run the program, actually. So you can here, VDroid set up, download it, run it. Once you've got VDroid set up, that's not what I wanted to do. Once you've gotten that set up, you want to open configure VDroid, and you see device 1 right here. You're going to go to this one. I would type in 32 here if it's not already that by default, and create the device. It'll take a minute. Once it's done, restart your computer, and then run these scripts that I got up here. Remember, install dependencies first, and then the GUI one second. Once you run GUI, you don't have to click this. You only have to click it if it doesn't work the first time. Make sure your Riff Master's in PS4 mode. Make sure the dongle is plugged into your computer. It should just connect on its own. See, I've got a crazy little automated message on the top here. And then once you're ready, just hit the start button. Then you can open Clone Hero. And yeah, that's about it. You want to map your controller first, obviously. Before you really do anything, I recommend coming up here into calibrate. Calibrating your... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Calibrate your axis. So, I'm going to... Yeah, it's good. Just like calibrate your stuff, you know. You're going to have to tilt.
Ripping the wheel, his knuckles went white with desire. The wheels of his Mustang exploding on the highway like a slug from a 45. True death. 400 horsepower of maximum performance, piercing the night. This is Black Sunshine.
It's really loud. Something like a test round right here. Let's see. I'm not very great at this game. Less tone, more rock. Let's do this one. I like this one. It's fun to play. And I'll show the whammy and the tilt, activating start power. It's nothing crazy. that's about it. There's nothing crazy about it. There's still problems with the program that I can't think of off the top of my head, but it's nothing fatal. You can play the game perfectly fine, which is nice. That's about all. If you have any problems, you can probably put the thing on the into here in issues and whine about it in here, and I'll fix it if it's something I know how to do. I'm not a very good developer programmer. I just did this because I wanted to use my controller on my computer, believe it or not. Surprise. Yeah, have a blast, guys.